What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the NyynewsTV live pregame show. I am your host, Pete Simonetti. Guys, turn off the Yes Network. Turn off all the other guys. You have found yourself an alternative. The real deal, Holyfield, NyynewsTV. Ask around. We the best in town. Okay? Here we go, everybody. What is going on? Yeah, I got the number 99 judge hat on. I'm not stopping, baby. There's no stopping me from repping the judge. I don't care what is going on. I don't care about any of that. All right? We repping the judge today. But guys, the Yankees win game one in the walk-off fashion. The first game season for NyynewsTV ends in terrific fashion, I must say, with a walk-off. Somebody also said to me, they said, Pete, you didn't give much love to Gleyber Torres in his AB. And I said, you know what? You're right. So I want to shout out Gleyber Torres, who's in the lineup today. He gets to start today. And Gleyber Torres got a sacrifice fly yesterday to tie it up. I know I mentioned it briefly. I understand if everybody wants me to go above and beyond for certain guys. But at the end of the day, he did it, right? Today's an important one for the Yanks, man. And look, every game is important. I know that. I've never been the type of dude that sits back and goes, well, it's the first game of the season. It's the second game of the season. I don't do that stuff. You know what I mean? I think every game is important. And even though I put a poll, let me look at that poll right now. What's going on, Mike? Everybody, I'm sorry. You know I got to do it. Guys, I can't keep track of my attention. We got Zach Brownish in here. Cronus the Antelope. Cronus the Antelope's up in here. Corn Cob, Jasmine, Moises. We got everybody in this mess. We got Big Blue. We got Jay Boredom. We got Super Sab. We got Hirsch. I know Hirsch is always in here. Matthew, what's going on? El Barbu, what's up, man? Cynical, what's good? Mike Rotunda, what's up? Johnny Almonte, what's going on, man? Guys, if you don't mind, please get those likes up. Please share this video out. We're going to go probably almost all the way up until 1 o'clock. So get your questions in. Super chats I will answer as fast as I can. But I will go through the chat, have some conversation with you guys, and we'll go from there. But first, before we get into anything, I'm going to wait on this because this is a very interesting poll I did in here. So guys, if you have not, go ahead and vote on the poll in the chat. I'm going to talk about that as we start off with the introduction of our starting pitcher today, Luis Severino is on the mound today for the New York Yankees. Number 40, looking to ready, get his wits about him, get some things going this year. We all know the surgery. We all know everything. We all know he came out the pen last year. But the New York Yankees passed up on a lot of fellas out there, especially in that rotation. You guys are already aware of how much of a fan I personally am of a guy the Yankees passed up on, a Robbie Ray, who got the victory yesterday. 7 innings, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 5 Ks. He picked up the victory for the Mariners, his new ball club. Pitched like an ace. Our ace was not our guy. Hey, look, you got to wait an extra 4 minutes and Billy Crystal's out there throwing pitches. It could throw off everything for you. I'm sick of the excuses, baby. I don't want to hear the excuses no more. So, Luis Severino, you haven't been an excuse guy with the New York Yankees. Then again, you did the time thing at one point also. So, anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sevy's on the mound. Sevy's on the bump. We need Luis Severino to be him. I'm going to warn everybody in the poll. I'm going to look at this poll. Here's the poll. The poll today says we got over 46 votes. I think that's fair. That's good to go. Luis Severino, over or under 4 innings pitched today? Over or under 4 innings pitched? The fans have spoken. 53% have said over. 47% say under. Here's why this is important. Manager Aaron Boone has came out today, and he basically said, look, Sevy's good for 65 or 70 pitches. I hate that the Yankees announced this. This is something that, if you guys remember, Joe Girardi would refuse to do, because Joe Girardi said, I never like to give the opposing team an idea of what we're working with. And the Yankees do that often ever since Boone took over. They like to just come out with their plan and let everybody know, because if I am Cora and the Red Sox, I'm saying, guys, look, if this dude ain't pounding the zone, take some pitches, work some at-bats. Don't be too aggressive, because their bullpen was worked a bit yesterday. Maybe we get Cortez in there. Maybe we get Clark Schmidt, who's a rookie. Maybe we could go after somebody else, or maybe we just get at Severino. But that is very interesting. We're up to 53 votes now, and the under has taken over. So I'll keep looking at that poll. I will not close it. I'll leave it up as we continue to discuss today's ball game, some of yesterday's ball game, and all that. We do got a super chat in here from my man Johnny Almonte. He says, hey, Pete, does Judge leave or does he stay with us? Johnny, look, as we know right now, he stays. Let's get to the lineup and all that stuff, and I'll talk about it, because I do understand that people want to talk about Judge, and my opinion of the situation is changing a little bit. It really depends on how the Yankees play a lot of this season. So we will talk about that here very, very shortly, but let's do this first. Let's get to that lineup you see on the screen, and let's discuss lineup game number 2. Leading up for the New York Yankees is yesterday's game winner, Josh Cole is my friend, Donaldson, who is DHing today for the Yankees. Batting number 2 is the man some of you don't know if you want him sticking around anymore, Aaron Judge, playing center field today. Batting number 3, when the ball hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's a Rizzo. You guys know Anthony Rizzo's in there at third, playing first base. Big G, who continues to homer like every single game against the Boston Red Sox. We'll see if he does it again. Big G is out in right field today for the Yankees. Batting fifth, DJ MVP, who homered in yesterday's ball game for the Yanks to tie it up, is batting fifth for the New York Yankees, playing third base today. Batting sixth is Joey. Did you hear me? Joey Gabaroo is playing left field today for the Yanks. Batting number 7 is Glaber. Sac fly to tie the game. Torres getting his first start of the season in Game 2, playing second base. Batting 8th for the Yanks is Kyle, the catcher, Higashioka, who singled yesterday. We're waiting for that big spring home run to carry over into the regular season. Shall we there, Higgy boy? Batting 9th for the New York Yankees, and did not have an amazing debut for the Yankees, maybe today, Isaiah Kiner. Falafel, whatever his name is. He is batting 9th today for the New York Yankees. And we have another super chat from my man Rod Thompson. If Sevy pitched better than Cole today, would you be shocked? I wouldn't. While Sevy had some growing pains, he didn't need Spite Attack to be successful. In Sevy, I trust. Okay. Rod Thompson is going all out on the Sevy hype. I trust Sevy he's going with. He is going full with the I trust Sevy. All right, look, man. Here we go. Let's discuss Luis Severino a little bit. All offseason, you guys heard me say I was certainly upset with it, because I really feel like Luis Severino needed a shot to say, if I come back into this rotation, or when I come back into this rotation, does it really make sense for me to come in as the number 2 behind Cole? That's what I think a lot of fans were upset about, is that, especially me, I wanted Robbie Ray more of, because it's a Yankee move. You pair, the guy wins the Cy Young, you go get the Cy Young. You go, hey, look, pair it with our guy. We're 1-2. We need pitching. Let's get Ray. This also allows Sevy to kind of take a back seat on the year, right? Not necessarily on the year, but the pressure isn't all on Luis Severino to be the number 2 of this club, because everybody knows for the New York Yankees to be successful this season, Garrett Cole needs to be an absolute ace. He needs to be the absolute man. Now we got 69 votes, and 55% says the over for Luis Severino, 4 innings pitch with 65 to 70 pitches. It's going to have to really be locked in there to get that, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys are correct. That means he pitches a good game. But when the Yankees did not go out there and trade for a starter, a Manaea, they didn't do that. Montes is still there, we know. They did not go out there and sign a Robbie Ray. They didn't go out there and sign a Kevin Gossman. They didn't do none of those moves, not even a Kikuchi, who I wouldn't be a big fan of, but I wish the Yankees made some sort of move for the rotation that wasn't Shelby Miller, but they didn't do that. And immediately doing that, as a fan, you go, well, hey, I guess it's up to Luis Severino. It's really not up to anybody else at this moment. It's up to Sevy to be the best Luis Severino he can be. And look, Sevy has been a beast for us. There's no denying that Luis Severino has the stuff. The fair question, as a Yankee fan, that you can ask on Luis Severino is simply this. Will he hold up enough? Will his body allow him to be the best guy we expect him to be? Is that what we will get with Luis Severino? Are we going to receive a guy who can say, look, I know you guys got me on some sort of limit, but look, I'm good. I can go do it. And, the other thing you got to think about is, too, we also got Jameson Taillon, who's coming off that injury, but had a really great stint last year where he was the best pitcher in the American League. That's not something to forget about. So the Yankees have the talent. Luis Severino himself has the talent, but Sevy really, really, really needs a good start. He needs a good push out the gate. I understand 65 to 70 pitches. Look, I am not a fan of it, but for Severino, I do understand. You don't want to waste this guy. You don't want to beat him up. You don't want to push him too hard out the gate because you really are going to need him this year. So for Sevy, I get why the Yankees want to try as much as they can to stay away from him being injured or overworking him early on, build his arm up even more, and go from there. I'm okay with it. Moving on to the lineup. And then I'll have a couple of announcements to make. And yes, I will talk a little about Aaron Judge because I think that is very important. I think fans really care about it too, which makes it all the world more important for us to talk about. But the pitching matchup on the other side for the Boston Red Sox too is right-handed pitcher Nick Pivetta. I'm a big fan of Nick Pivetta. I think Nick Pivetta has a chance to have a really good season. He was one of the guys that when he was with the Phillies, you really thought Nick Pivetta could get it going. He had a couple of good outings yesterday with couple guys. Not yesterday. He had a couple of good outings last year. Then he had some injury stuff again, so Pivetta wasn't, I think, really what the Red Sox expected, but they can see where the potential is. So the Yankees are facing a hard right-handed throw, Nick Pivetta, big curveball, good fastball. I think the Yankees that offense can really get going today. I love the offense, by the way. I'm not a big fan of DJ LeMahieu playing third base, but I like this lineup. Josh Donaldson leading off, playing DH today. Not upset with this move again as Donaldson's the leadoff. I know there's a lot of people who don't like it. I'm not as big on it. I think Donaldson was a little amped yesterday. I think he was a little aggressive early on into the first at-bat of the game for him. He swings at the first pitch and gets out. That's all right. That's all okay. It's going to happen. But Donaldson, to me, is much better than an Anthony Rizzo leading off. Aaron Judge playing second base. I do think the news on Judge, you might start seeing this lineup a little more. The reason I say that is, with Judge turning down the offer from the Yankees, which we know now, and I do believe now, that the Yankees obviously did make a very strong offer for Aaron Judge. His number was up there with guys like Mike Trout and things of that nature. And we're going to talk about that after I discuss the lineup today. But I do think you'll see Aaron Judge in center field a lot more. I think that answers a lot of people's questions, too, on how the lineups could look. Anthony Rizzo playing first base, batting third. I really like it. I like Anthony Rizzo in that spot. He walks. He draws pitches. He could hit for power, as we saw yesterday, homering in his first at-bat to get the Yankees right back into the game and get the stadium loud after Garrett Cole really shit the bed in the first inning. Giancarlo Stanton in right field. Get this man in the outfield. Good job, Yankees. Get this man in the outfield multiple times a week. You got to do that. You have to do that. Get him in the outfield. DJ LeMahieu's playing third base today. Not a huge fan of it, but as I said before, you want LeMahieu in the lineup as much as possible. You want DJ LeMahieu in this lineup. Joey Gabagool, batting sixth and playing left field. Joey just got to do what Joey does. You know, they got him down in the order, which I like. I think a lot of us thought they may force him maybe fifth, maybe even third. The Yankees don't go that route with him. They're keeping him sixth, and I like him there. Maybe even seventh, but I like him at the bottom of the order. He adds the power down there, could draw to walk, have a good long at-bat for a relief pitcher late in games. I like him there. Gleyber Torres getting the start at second base today. He was benched on opening day. I told you guys I like that move of benching him on opening day. Think to send a real clear message to him that, hey, look, if you struggle, if you don't do what we need you to do, we can move on from you. We're okay with doing that. We actually have the team now who can handle that. Batting eighth is Kyle Higashioka. He's our catcher. He's the guy. Lou Trevino. I mean, not Lou Trevino. Lou Trevino's the relief pitcher for the Athletics. Jose Trevino came in late in the game yesterday. And batting ninth is Kiner Falefa at shortstop. Bob with a clear double play ball yesterday. Really had some ugly at-bats, if you ask me. Hit the ball hard, I think, once. But the last at-bat, I think, when he struck out on the 3-2 pitch, he had a chance to walk about 3 times. And this is the thing I warned people about that were jumping up and down for joy, saying, yay, we got the greatest shortstop in baseball. Who needed Seager? Who needed Simeon? Who needed Correa when we got IKF? He's going to hit 300 this year, Pete. He's going to have 30-plus doubles, 10-plus home runs. He's going to do all these amazing things. And I said, guys, hold on a second. I understand he's a Yankee, and you want to project good things on him. Hell, I do too. And hell, I hope he does that still. But there's nothing in this boy's career that tells anybody that he's going to do any of that. His baseball savant page is one of the most terrifying things you'll ever look at. He never walks. He never walks. As you could see his at-bat yesterday, he's not a guy that's going to go, let me jump back and take a walk. That's okay. I'll do that for the team. He's not a guy that's going to do that. He's not really willing to do that. So let's hope IKF gets his first hit out the way, relaxes, and goes about playing some baseball. Definitely don't want to see him go for an 0-4, and maybe it gets in his mind a little bit that he's on a big stage. Just play some ball, right? Just play some ball. L.I. Yankee King says, Boone saying, oh, hey, yeah, this is our plan. The Sox can just take the first pitch without worry. And by the way, my manager, Manny Acta, would not have done that because L.I. Yankee King, you know Manny Acta so well. No, I'm just kidding, man. But, no, you're right. You're right. I don't like the idea of kind of announcing that. I don't like the idea of announcing that at all. I don't like the idea of the Yankees saying, yeah, 65 pitches, and then we'll get him out of there and you get to the bullpen. No problem. I don't like the Yankees doing that. I think it's silly. I think it's bad strategy. And believe it or not, L.I. Yankee King is right. The Red Sox can come out now and go, if this guy's not pounding that zone, as I said earlier, sit back. Sit back and let him just do his thing, right? Why worry about it too much? He'll just take care of it for us. Guys, we are up to 48 likes. I wonder if it's possible for us to hit 100 likes today. That would be terrific on this video right now to do 100 likes. And guys, like I said, pre-game shows, post-game shows are always going to be here. Quick program alert. I want to thank everybody again because even after game season ended, many people came and watched. Many people came and subbed. My God, guys, over 140 new subscribers. Over 9,000 views we're going to hit today on Game Season Live. The work and the effort we have put into this channel, I cannot thank you all enough for that. To the point that I've decided we are going to likely do Game Season Live 2 times a week, maybe even 3 if I can handle that type of workload. It's a lot of work. It really is. But you guys deserve it. You guys deserve an alternative. You guys deserve somebody else. The reviews we got on Game Season Live blew my mind. So I will tell you guys this. 4 games coming up starting on Monday against the Toronto Blue Jays. We will be doing Game Season Live for 2 of those games. I'm getting with the team. We're figuring it out. Gary Sheffield Jr. is likely going to appear. I think the same 3 that did the first one will do it again on one of those games. I may do one myself. We'll see. But 2 Game Season Lives on the next 4-game series with the Toronto Blue Jays. So yes, we will do it. We will do it, no doubt about it. But getting to Aaron Judge, let's talk about that for a second. Fans have some really strong opinions on this. They got some really, really strong opinions on this. I understand fans being upset, and I do. I understand fans sitting back, reading the reports, and saying, "Hey, Aaron, what do you want? You know, what do you exactly want from this club? What do you really want? How much more do you want?" And then you see Judge's response and his counter offer, and you sit back and go, my man was asking for 9 or 10 years? 9 or 10 years? So, you sit back for that, and you listen to it, and, I understand the reaction of people being upset with Judge. I do. And I understand the reaction of people being upset with the New York Yankees for not being able to lock in their superstar, who by all means could have done it at any time. The New York Yankees could have also done it at any time. They could have done it at any time. They did not have to wait to sign Aaron Judge in his walk year. They didn't have to wait for that. Alex Rodriguez said it yesterday, and he's spot on. They should have signed him 3 years ago. So a lot of people have that same understanding that, look, L.I. Yanking says, Pete, Booney would say, Pete, can you only do half a game of the season and RB will sub for the rest? Yeah, he would definitely get me out of the game. He probably would ban me and cancel me if he could. But we cannot be canceled. NyynewsTV shall never be infringed upon. But no, man, and I understand where Judge is coming from. Judge wants the best deal of his career. Judge and his agent are probably sitting back there saying, you know what? If you are going to take the risk, and if you believe that you will stay healthy, you will be extremely productive. If you do all that, Aaron Judge, you probably can get a stupid contract by the Mets, the Yankees, the Cubs, who have an open book, the Rangers, who have an open wallet, really. They're making a ton of money, and they didn't even spend what their payroll usually is on the stars they got right now. So that's just speculation. But there's a lot of teams out there that can easily give Aaron Judge a boatload of money. They can sit back and go, hey, bring the truck in, back it up, we're good. We can give Judge whatever the hell he wants. But what Aaron Judge is doing is really banking on his ability. Because if he does not have a productive year, if he has an injury-riddled season, a team may still be willing to overpay for him, but his leverage is necessarily gone. He don't really have that leverage anymore to sit back and say, hey, look, I still want this much money. Most teams are going to sit back and go, maybe we'll give you a shorter-term deal, but I don't know about a 7-year deal like the Yanks were offering you. I don't think we're going to do that. So it's risky, put it that way. Now, if you're the Yankees, can't believe I'm saying this, Pop Simonetti, if you're out there listening to me, cover your ears because I know you're a huge Judge fan and you're not going to like this. If the New York Yankees are not playing the way they should come the new deadline, which is in August, the beginning of August. So if the end of July comes around and you're the New York Yankees, you have a very, very tough decision to make. You have a very tough decision to make. Can you do the Chapman move? Get some legitimate prospects back and say, we still want to re-sign you, baby. But guess what? We're uncertain. We want to get something for our buck here. We're uncertain. I would not want to be Brian Cashman. I tell you right now, I would not want to be Brian Cashman. L.I. Yankee King says, Pete, why not give Judge his contract but defer some money on the contract, like $10 million per season? L.I., look, I wasn't part of the negotiations, fam. I don't know. You know what I mean? I was not part of the negotiations. But I say it again. I tell you guys what. I don't know how the Yankees really go about this. I just don't. It's a very delicate situation. It's a very odd situation because, again, as the Yankees go, they could sit back and go, we offered this guy one of the greatest offers that we've ever offered. We offered this guy, and if this is reality, the Yankees are sitting back saying, we gave one of the best contracts that we can give. He rejected it. If we're maybe a couple of games back from first place, we know we're probably going to get in as a wild card spot. Do we as the Yankees take the risk to not miss out on major talent that we can acquire? We can acquire from a club. Now look, the Yankees can also sit back and go, well look, who the hell knows if by that time Anthony Volpe is killing the ball. And we say, you know what? We can get in the fans' head here. We could deal Judge for maybe top-notch starting pitcher. Maybe Mackenzie Gore. Maybe we can get Gorman from the Cardinals. Would the Cardinals do something like that? Would the Cardinals do Liberatore? Would they make a move like that? Would we be able to get a top-flight starting pitcher back? You know what I'm saying? So, it's a tough decision to make. Maybe the Yankees go, Yankee fans, look, we're getting 2 top prospects and a couple of other guys. We're also calling up Anthony Volpe to take over at shortstop because he's proven he's ready. Or we're calling Peraza up because we're going to add that offense and Estevan Florial is going to become our starting center fielder. I don't know. All I'm saying, this is not me saying anything. This is pure speculation. This is just me as a Yankee fan saying, you gotta really think about how you do this. I think, if you want my opinion, Aaron Judge should be a Yankee for life. That is my opinion. That is what I believe. Aaron Judge should be a New York Yankee for life. Never should have even gone this far, but it has. It has gone this far. He should be here for life. Simple as that. Aaron Judge should be a Yankee for good. That should never change. The Yankees, even if they moved him, he should be the prime target to sign. Simple as that. If they did that, you still got to go out there and get Aaron Judge. So, guys, that's what I have on Aaron Judge today. We got a big game ahead of us. Luis Severino is on the bump. The last update I will do on the poll, we have 123 votes, almost double the amount that we had when we started the pregame show. 54% has voted that Luis Severino will go over 4 innings pitched today. And if he does, I'll say this. He has to be pitching a splendid, spectacular, beautiful, vintage Luis Severino game. Guys, I appreciate you guys in the comments. Anthony, Johnny talking about getting your merchandise from NyynewsTV.com/shop. If you have not, the Judge hat is available. The number 45 hat that Francis was rocking the other day. We got ladies gear. We got babies gear. And, of course, we got the gear for the fellas. You guys already know how it is. Jared, we are not live streaming the game today. Game season live. We will be covering 2 of the Toronto series starting on Monday. I do believe we're going to cover Monday's game, so I'll tell you guys that now, whether that is me alone or that is with a couple of the guys. We will be covering Monday's game and then one of the other games in that series. So, guys, with that being said, thank you for tuning in to the NyynewsTV pregame show. Stay tuned later for the post-game show. And Johnny, we got beanies also, baby. Go check them out. With that being said, guys, enjoy today's game. Let's go Yankees all the way 2-0. 2-0 to start the season. Let's do it. I'm going to be enjoying the game. I'll be on Twitter talking with you guys. Again, let's go Yankees. Talk to you guys later. I'm out.
Before it hits the front page, NYY